Hey there! Welcome to Living with ADHD, the channel where we explore what it means to navigate life with ADHD. Today we're diving into the subtle signs of ADHD in adults. It isn't always the hyperactive kid bouncing off the walls. It can look really different in adults. For many of us, those outward signs become less obvious, replaced by internal struggles. So many adults are walking around undiagnosed, feeling like they're constantly swimming upstream. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on those less talked about signs. Let's get into it. Okay, subtle sign number 1, zoning out during conversations. This isn't just your average daydreaming, it's a frequent and often disruptive occurrence. You might be talking to someone and suddenly realize you missed half of what they said because your brain wandered off. It's like your mind has a mind of its own, pulling you away from the present moment. With ADHD, this can happen way more often and be much more intense. It's not just a fleeting distraction. It's a persistent challenge that can affect your daily interactions and relationships. It's like your brain is a radio constantly searching for a better station. No matter how hard you try to focus, it keeps tuning in and out, making it hard to stay on track. It's about how your brain prioritizes information. Instead of filtering out the unimportant, it often gets stuck on irrelevant details, making it hard to concentrate on what's in front of you. With ADHD, it's like your brain has an overzealous internal filter. It either lets in too much information or blocks out too much, leaving you feeling overwhelmed or disconnected. You might find your mind drifting off to seemingly random thoughts, even in important meetings. This can be frustrating, especially when you need to be attentive and engaged. Understanding this is a common ADHD trait is a huge step. Recognizing the pattern can help you take proactive measures to manage it. It means you can start exploring strategies to manage it. Techniques like mindfulness, setting reminders, and breaking tasks into smaller steps can be incredibly helpful. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about how your brain works, the better equipped you'll be to navigate these challenges. Number 2, difficulty starting or finishing tasks. This is a common struggle for many people, especially those with ADHD. It's not about laziness. It's more like your brain feels stuck in neutral. You want to get things done, but it feels like there's an invisible barrier holding you back. Even simple things like replying to an email can feel overwhelming. The thought of starting can be paralyzing, and the idea of finishing can seem impossible. You might find yourself starting a million projects but finishing very few. This can lead to a cluttered workspace and a cluttered mind. Our ADHD brains crave novelty, so we get excited about the initial stages of a task. The newness is thrilling, and we dive in with enthusiasm. But as the novelty wears off, so does our motivation. The worst part is, we often end up feeling like failures. This cycle can be incredibly disheartening. But here's the thing, it's not about willpower, and it's definitely not about intelligence. It's about understanding how your brain works and finding ways to work with it, not against it. The key is to find strategies that work for you, like breaking down tasks into smaller chunks. This makes the tasks feel more manageable and less overwhelming. Maybe it's using visual aids like to-do lists or timers to keep yourself on track. These tools can help you stay focused and provide a sense of accomplishment as you check off each item. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's from a friend, a colleague, or a professional, seeking support can make a big difference. You're not alone in this journey. Number 3, losing track of time like all the time. It's like having a superpower but one that you can't control. ADHD can mess with your internal clock. It's like living in a time warp where the concept of time becomes fluid and unpredictable. Maybe you plan to work on something for 10 minutes, but an hour later, you're deep diving into random Wikipedia pages. You start with one topic, and suddenly, you're an expert on something completely unrelated. Minutes turn into hours, and hours disappear into thin air. It's like the day just vanishes before your eyes, and you're left wondering where all that time went. We often don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. You look up and realize you've missed appointments or deadlines. It's about struggling to accurately estimate how long tasks will take. What seems like a quick job can turn into an all-day affair. External cues are our best friends. They help us navigate through the chaos of our internal timekeeping. Timers, alarms, calendars, you name it. These tools are essential in helping us manage our time more effectively. If it helps us stay grounded in the present moment and aware of the passing of time, it's a win. These external aids can be lifesavers, just maybe not when you have a deadline looming. In those moments, the pressure can make time feel even more elusive. So, we adapt. We set multiple alarms, use planners, and try to create a structure that can keep us on track. And when it works, it feels like a small victory. Each task completed on time is a win against the time-warping effects of ADHD. Number 4, forgetfulness. With ADHD, you might forget appointments, names, or even why you walked into a room. It's like our brains are playing a never-ending game of hide and seek. It's not necessarily about having a bad memory. With ADHD, our working memory can be like a leaky bucket. We take in information, but it doesn't always stick around long enough. There are tons of strategies that can help, from using visual reminders to creating designated spaces for important items. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. Number 5, emotional sensitivity. Do you find yourself overreacting to criticism or small things, even when they seem minor? It's like our emotional volume is turned up way too high, making everything feel intense. This heightened sensitivity isn't a sign of weakness or immaturity, but a part of who we are. It's often related to challenges with emotional regulation, which can be tough. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can help us become more aware of our emotions and manage them better. And remember, self-compassion is key to navigating these feelings. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend, because you deserve it. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Do any of these signs sound familiar? Let's chat about it in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to Living with ADHD, now's a great time to hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more ADHD-friendly tips, tricks, and insights coming your way. Remember, you're not alone in this. There's a whole community here ready to support you. Until next time, take care of yourself and your beautiful, unique brain. See you soon.